Hi, I'm Zacchary Falconer-Barfield. I'm an entrepreneur and a gentleman. I have launched a brand called The Perfect Gentleman, which is all about making men more gentlemanly and making the world a more respectful, stylish, and gentlemanly place, one man at a time, one hopes. Two things that I'm involved with. One is teaching men to be more gentlemanly, and that involves making them respectful, stylish, and mannered. So that's kind of one of the areas I'm involved with, and then the other area is as a business mentor. I've had various experiences of success and failure, because one has to learn from one's mistakes as well along the way. So I can help you grow and set up and establish a business, and also challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis. Everything from staff not turning up to who to hire, where to go, what to do next, and maybe if you want to take investment on. I've also done lots of investment mentoring as well. So as a business mentor, I've done all that sort of stuff along the way. The Perfect Gentleman came about 2 or 3 years ago, and a female friend of mine turned around to me and said, "Would you teach my boyfriend at the time to be more like you?" And I laughed it off and said, "Thank you very much. That's very flattering, but you're joking." And she went, "No, no, no, I'm serious." So I said, "Okay." I thought, And then over the course of the next 2 or 3 years, various female friends of mine said, "No, please teach my partner's significant other to be more like you and more gentlemanly." And I was like, okay, so there is something there. And also I have been fed up with the lack of manners that most men have, and also the fact that there's a lot of respect. It's all about it's about engendering respect between people, and I think it's a lost art that it seems to have gone away. And I don't know whether it's people aren't teaching it anymore, and families aren't having that kind of level of respect and manners for their children. But I don't know. Well, but that's kind of the way it came about. And then, so I thought, okay, let's do it. And I sort of think my crucial point was when I kind of got ultimately fed up with watching couples go out for dinner, and the girl's obviously made an effort, and she's dressed up, she's looking lovely, and the guy walks out standing next to her, looks like he's just stepped off the couch after playing Nintendo for a week. And you just kind of go, you're not really respecting her, and how does she feel about you dressed like that? So that's kind of where the crucial kicking point came, and I kind of went, okay, let's look at this as a proper business. So that's where it came from. I think there's an underlying movement that kind of everyone goes, actually it is missing those old-fashioned values, those old-fashioned manners that have sort of drifted away through partly a lack of nurture to do them, but also partly a lack of people going, oh, well, we don't need that. And actually, to be honest, I think it builds the underpinnings of a good society. Who are my gentlemen idols? Well, I think it's much easier to think about historical examples of gentlemen idols because that's what we're harking back to. So the Cary Grants of the world, David Niven, and my idol is Sir Peter Ustinov, who passed away a couple of years ago, but a raconteur and a wit of great note. But currently, I think it's a bit tougher. I would probably put people like Michael Bublé up there, maybe George Clooney. They have a certain style and sophistication, and they all seem to be polite. Probably even Sir Tom Jones, who sits there and is always never seems to be arrogant with his comments. Is always gracious, and I think that's the elements of a gentleman. It's style, it's graciousness, it's politeness, and treating others as you wish to be treated. If you were to come to me and phone me up and ask me what sort of advice that you would like about the gentlemanly pursuits, then I would say, give you basic advice on manners and etiquette, also some style tips as much as I can over the telephone without seeing you, but also how to interact, how to maybe even build a better relationship with your partner. Maybe even give you some wooing tips, because that's the way we look at it. So it's wooing ladies rather than trying to cheapen it.